Hey there, I'm Vanillaraccoon, and welcome to the Minecraft Survival Let's Play. In this episode, we are going to be relocating to a separate Taiga biome than the one we are currently within, so that way we can begin a new project. Now, the reason why I want to build specifically within a Taiga biome is because Minecon Earth 2018 is just around the corner upon the recording of this video, and I am really intrigued as to what they are going to be announcing in regards to future changes to the Taiga biome. Now, for those of you who don't know, to make a long story short, it was recently announced on the Minecraft Twitter account that this next update is going to be focusing on updating 3 particular biomes. First of which is, as I mentioned, the Taiga. Second is going to be the Savannah, and third is going to be the desert, which at this point in time is one of the oldest biomes that we have in the game. I do believe it was in the game from the very start, but I could be wrong. If I am, then feel free to call me out on it down below in the comment section. But since we are going to be getting some new features within the Taiga biome, it's really gotten me interested in building in that biome because I've never really done so before, at least to my memory. So what I have planned for this project is super exciting. Like I mentioned, it's something that I've never done before in terms of building styles, and I'm quite proud of the work that I've done in a separate creative test world. So if you haven't already done so and you are new to the channel, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that way you'll be notified when future videos go live. And also make sure you give this video a like so then it shows you're excited to see how this project turns out. Now, with that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and gather up all of the materials and resources that we're going to need for this new project, and I'll see you guys over in a new Taiga biome. Well, here we are in a brand new Taiga biome, and if I do say so, this is looking pretty spectacular. And I say that because we have a village clearly right before us. Then over there we have a small nifty little island that I was unaware as to being there, but I do have some plans for what we can do with that. But if you could just make it out within the render distance, we have another sunken ship, which I would like to explore with you later on down the road. Hello and welcome to the world, happy little tree. We'll be relocating you fairly soon, but then also we do have a mushroom biome, and I can already see the mushrooms happily grazing within the mycelium fields. And we have a nitwit just randomly standing outside of his house on the mushroom land. I did not think to check that house in case there was someone occupying it, so we're gonna have to make sure he is safe from harm later on down the road as well. But this is what we have as of now. So what we're going to be doing in this project for what we're going to be doing in this biome for this project is we're going to be building vertical tall houses. Now, this is something that I had never really done before in Minecraft. As some of you may know, for those of you who don't, I tend to build small to medium scale builds, and that means on the inside it's going to be a little maybe claustrophobic if you want to go that route, but for the most part this is what we're going to have. Now, we are currently building this particular structure in a 7, hold on a second, 1 2, oops, didn't mean to actually break that one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 blocks in length, and it's going to be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 blocks in width. Now, the height for this is starting from this spruce log going all the way up is 7 as well, if I remember correctly. But we're also going to be adding a few more layers to the build to act as the roof. So what I'm going to be doing in this project is we're just going to be building a few modern Taiga homes within the Taiga biome. Now, because I actually did some research online to look at Taiga forests in real life along with what type of houses are built within them, I found mostly rustic style builds, and I'm not quite ready to return to that build style yet. So upon further research, I did find some modern houses that were built within Taiga forest, and I thought, well, I'm still getting used to building along the modern theme, so why not go ahead and do that as well. So another location that I would like to build a modern house at is right over there. I've begun to clear out some of the space as well. Now, the one thing I noticed about Taiga forest in these pictures that I found online was that the forest seemed to be fairly thick, and that's somewhat the case here as well. As you can tell, we have a bunch of spruce trees just cluttered around, but I don't necessarily like the natural look of these spruce trees. I may try and come up with a new custom spruce tree design to fit the theme of a Taiga forest, but if I don't, then I'll ask for your help to send me some screenshots over in my Discord server, which a link to that can be found right beneath the like and subscribe buttons of any videos that I upload here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to begin to get my build on and finish out this house. I was about to say project. I'm at a loss for words right now. It's a little early in the afternoon for me, which is not long after waking up, so please bear with me in this video if the commentary is not to par. So like I was saying, I'm going to go ahead and begin to get my build on, finish this build up, and then when I bring it back, I'll show you what the outside is going to look like and walk you through my thinking for the inside decorating. Since this is going to be my first attempt at building vertical structures, I gotta admit, I'm pretty proud of the work that I have accomplished so far. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and swap our perspective by 180 degrees, and bam! So this is what we have as of now, and you'll notice that it's a 2-story building. In future builds may be a 3-story building, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So for the most part, this is what we're gonna have. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel and are wondering exactly what blocks are these right here, these are just quartz of blocks, or blocks of quartz, whichever it's properly called. Quartz is what I'm getting at basically, but then also we have some chiseled quartz thrown into it. Now this is from my own personal resource pack, Van's John, and at this time it is only for myself. It's not yet ready for a public release. System CFIM of the Vanilla art team is on a little bit of a break, seeing as how he has returned to school, and so the development on my own personal resource pack is on hold. But nevertheless, like I mentioned at Minecraft Chicago, eventually this resource pack will be made available to use, to play with and get your build on with, and share screenshots of it with me with what you do. So getting back to the showcasing of our build here, at least I kind of wanted to add a little bit of detail to the build, and I didn't want to just throw trapdoors onto the spruce logs that we have here, and I didn't want to really go crazy with the overhang, so I decided to just go ahead and where I saw repeating textures at, I would go ahead and replace one of them with a spruce log. And then from there I decided, well, that's kind of interesting, but let's see what else we can do with it. And then from there I decided to just place a spruce stair upside down, and then right along the back side of it we have a spruce slab occupying the lower half block space. Now excuse me, little piggy wig. I'm trying to, make a video for my peeps at Vanillaraccoon.com. I can't have you oinking in the background like that. Who am I to judge, or who am I to say all of that? Piggy wigs are love, am I right? So let's just go ahead and take a quick little tour within the build itself. So I am not the best at interior decorating, I'll just say that right here and now. But I wanted to really try and hone my skills with this and develop them even farther than what they are at right now. So even though we don't really have that much space within the ground floor to work with, I kept picturing a small cozy room where myself and my roommate could just chill out at, talk about our day, maybe just sit in quiet and solitude and read a book from one of our bookshelves here, or pretend that this enchantment table is actually a coffee table and this is just our latest read resting on it. But then also, if we wanted to quickly brew up something to drink, then we do have a brewing stand right here. And then just for the functionality of it, right behind this piston right here, we do have a furnace that we can access, and we have another furnace over there that we can access as well. Now if we make our way up to the second floor, you'll see that this is where our bed is at. So even though we have a roommate with us, we are going to be sleeping in the bed right there. However, our roommate is going to have to sleep on the couch, but who knows, maybe this is actually a pull-out couch. All we would have to do is take a nether brick slab and just throw it down right there, and then boom, what used to be a leather couch is now a pull-out bed. Now for the paintings, we're currently using paintings from Bob Ross, which I pulled from A Little Taste of Germ made by Germsy Boy. And so these are not my own original designs, but one thing I would like to do down the line is take some of my Pokemon Go AR Plus screenshots and put them into my resource pack so that way they can be my own paintings. But I'm not entirely sure how I would do that. I'm gonna have to check in with System CFM as to what we can do, as to how I can go about doing that. Or maybe I'll just watch a few videos by Uncle Jam and figure it out on my own. Now, originally I wanted to have a balcony right here, but then I thought to myself, it wouldn't really look too good. So then I thought, why don't we just have a hanging garden on the ledge right here? And soon enough, through much trial and error, I came up with this design for a hanging garden. The reason why I'm using the leaf blocks instead of actual grass blocks and using flowers is because I wanted to stand out from the trapdoors, as you can see right here, because we have better leaves going on with my resource pack. So it adds a little bit of extra life and detail to it. Now, with all of that being said and done, from this point on, I want to go ahead and just begin to do some landscaping around the place. And when I bring it back, we'll showcase some of that, and then that'll be it for this episode. I just laid my head to rest so that I can make it the day, and if I do say so myself, watching the sunrise from this angle is one of the most beautiful things I've seen in Minecraft as of recent. But let's go ahead and just take a quick little look as to what's been going on down here. And that's nothing, because our roommate apparently is quite content with just sleeping on the leather sofa and doesn't seem to have any interest in pulling it out into a bed. But that's okay, at least. That makes it a lot more easier to just clean things up and tidy it up for the remainder of the day. Now, let's just go ahead and begin to step foot out here. This is something that I forgot to implement within the exterior of our build right here in the previous clip, so I went ahead and did that right now. But this is supposed to be a wooden guardrail. Now, if we were to just break this double tall grass right here, which actually, you know what, I have some bill meal down on the bar, so as you can tell right here, we have something of a carved wooden guardrail right there, or at least if you use something called your imagination, then you should be able to see it. But then also right over here, we have a small koi pod. Now at this time, we don't have any fish within it, but I'll be sure to fetch a few of them in a bucket and then bring them over here. And so then what we have over here is, if you've ever gone out for a walk, or maybe you've seen this within your neighborhood, some houses out front will have little solar panel lights within the going alongside the driveway or a sidewalk or something along those lines. That's basically what our redstone lamp with the daylight sensor is going to be acting as. So during the day, the solar panels will be gathering energy from the sun, and when it comes to be nighttime, then they will turn the redstone lamp on, and then boom, we have some light sources that act in a modern way to light up the area and prevent any and all hostile creatures that go bump in the night from spawning. Now, I was originally going to make a cobblestone wall and throw in some stairs and slabs to apply the DVD to it, but I wanted to keep things rather simple and ask for your help in coming up with a cobblestone wall. If anyone is able to come up with something pretty cool and unique and share it in my Discord server, then I'll be sure to implement it within this project right here and give credit to where credit is due. And then right alongside here, we just have a small little open space so we can chill out at. Maybe we can create some type of recreational area right here. Maybe we can create some type of a campfire before it's available in Minecraft 1.14. Who knows, but we'll see in due time. And then also, just to add a little bit to the landscape, we have some boulders or piles of rubble, which is what the variation of stone right here is acting as. We have the andesite, the cobblestone slab, and the cobblestone stair doing just that. Now, some of you may be wondering, why do I have these spruce wooden buttons laying fairly close to the trees? Well, maybe these are just pieces of the bark that have fallen off, whether it be due to forces of nature, or maybe I went ahead and got my build on fairly close nearby, or was carrying something and accidentally bumped it into the tree and part of it broke off on the ground. It's the small bits of detail like that that I genuinely love to implement within my builds and projects, and I at least believe can help make them look ever so more beautiful. But from this angle, at least, if we were to walk towards our little house right here, it looks pretty cool. And the fact that we have these trees on both sides, it just kind of brings your attention to the center, which is the house. And then as you make your way closer, then you'll see all these other points of interest, such as our solar powered lamps, then our boulders or piles of rubble along with our koi ponds. I also went ahead and just placed one down over here, and like that one off camera, I'll go ahead and fetch some fish and then place them down inside of there so we can actually have some life to these koi ponds. But for the most part, ladies and gentlemen, I do think that is going to do it for this video. So with that all being said, if you enjoyed it, then be sure to give it a like and consider subscribing to your new home for entertainment, Vanillaraccoon.com. But do not forget to turn on notifications. That way, if and when they work, you will be notified when a new video is available to watch, like, and share with your fellow peeps. As always, my name is Vanillaraccoon. You have been awesome. I would like to wish you a happy day, and peace out.